In this video, I'll give you some tips on how to break plateaus in street lifting. I'm putting muscle ups out because muscle ups requires a lot of technique. You can be strong and can't do a single muscle up. Muscle up has a different type of training. Of course, you need a strength part, but muscle up has a lot of technique work. I think even more than strength. Let me give an example. Let's say you can do a 20 kg muscle up, but you do kicks. You can't do a proper form, a competition form. The strength is there, but you can't do the correct form, and only the correct form that counts in competition. I'm talking about competition. Of course, the dips, the pull-ups, and the squats require technique, but the muscle up is another story, is a complete different thing. So I'm gonna divide this in 3 phases, and the first phase is coordination / spatial phase. On this phase, you will focus on the movement more than on how many reps you can do, how much weight you can carry, and on positional work. For example, you're doing locked, tempo, paused work on dips, chin-ups, or squats. With these techniques, you will focus on proper positioning, rigidity and tightness of the body, hand pressure, scapular retraction, and so on. But the thing here is you have to do heavy reps, heavy sets. You're gonna do 3 to 6 reps with an RPE of 8 or more. You can start with RPE 6 and work yourself up till 9 or 10 in a period of 4 to 6 weeks or even more. And probably the most important thing here is you have to do slow tempos, long pauses. I'm talking about 3 to 5 seconds, not 1 or 2. The 3 to 5 seconds is what gonna make a big difference in the long run or in your process to get stronger. And the range of 1 to 3 seconds can also work, but what makes like a big difference is from the 3 to 5 seconds. You can start from 1 to 2 seconds and keep the same weight and increase the time. For example, doing a 5-second eccentric on the dips or doing a 5-second 90-degree pause. Let's say that you're stuck on your dips and you can't increase the weights, and you decided to do paused reps, 3 to 5 second paused reps, 3 to 6 sets with an RPE of 8 to more on a period of 4 weeks. It is impossible for you not to progress on your normal dips, on your competition dips. It is impossible for you not to progress. Now, foundation phase. In this phase, you work on hypertrophy, work capacity, and weak points. So you will pick your lifts, the pull-up, the dips, and the squat, and start doing higher reps, between 10 to 12 reps with 50% of your load to build some hypertrophy and work capacity, because you've been working on low reps for a long periods of time, and when you start doing higher rep ranges like 10 to 15 or more, you will get out of breath pretty fast, and also you will build some muscle which later on will transform to strength. Also in this phase, you will find your weak points and choose the correct exercises which is gonna help you with the main lifts. For example, your weak point is your triceps. Maybe doing some extra tricep work will help you be better at the dips. I'd say that these weak points like bicep, tricep, shoulder have a 10% impact on your lifts. I wouldn't say more than that. Like if you work on the lift, you do the main lift with the things I've said, like tempo, slow eccentrics, changing the rep ranges, you will definitely get stronger with time. Now, the last phase, the specific phase. Now you're gonna focus on the main movements, the competition movements. After doing the 6 to 12 weeks of coordination and foundation phase. Now that you've built a good base, a strong, solid base, and you're ready to break new PRs, you will focus only on your main lifts from now on. You will work till you reach a peaking phase, and then you're gonna test your 5 rep max, 3 rep max, and 1 rep max. So now let me give you an example on how you can structure your program from phase 1 to phase 3. So let's do an example with dips. So you've been stuck with your dips for a couple of months, and now you will start the phase 1, where you're going to do dips twice a week, where you do 3-second 90-degree pause for 3 to 6 reps, RPE 8 in the first session, and on the second session, you're going to do 10 to 12 reps with 50 to 60% of your load, and do extra work for your weak points, which can be triceps, for example. And you will increase the load every week. For the next 10 weeks, then you do a deload, and you can do it again, or you can move to phase 3 and do competition dips 3 times a week for more 10 weeks, and then you do a peaking. That's it, a simple way to put things. This video is more directed to intermediates that are being stuck on their lifts. This doesn't apply to beginners, and also you can apply this to SBD for powerlifting. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see y'all in the next one.